Hello, everybody. This is Srivatsan, your moderator for the day. Very warm welcome to one and all from Newforce. From this month onwards, we are starting a new series from Newforce, which is an education series which talks about the demand for tech jobs across the globe. And for this session, we have taken the topic to be tech jobs in Europe. So welcome one and all. For today's session, we will have our delivery head, Fanikant, who is the subject matter expert, talking to us about Newforce, the demand that he is actually seeing and what his clients are actually giving him as a requirement, and what's the process for tech talent to leverage Newforce platform to find the best jobs in Europe. Welcome, Funny. Thank you for making us making yourself available for this program.
With pleasure, one and all. Hi, my name is Fanikant. I'm working as a global delivery head in Newforce Global Services Company.
Thank you, Funny.
And yeah.
So for Funny, before we get into it, how many would you be able to just tell us about the career highlights of yours, like how many years of experience you have, and have you always been into the talent acquisition and recruitment space?
Yes, I have been in this market since last 14 years, and especially when it comes to Europe and Middle East. Experience is 11 plus years and 3+ years in US market, and also some experience like 2-3 years in domestic market as well. So total this entire my career was started as a recruiter to a global delivery head. So all this 14 years journey I've seen different stages in recruitments.
Excellent. And listeners, we are in good hands here, as you just heard from Funny, right from Middle East, Europe, and the North American market. Funny has got great many years of experience, and we can certainly learn a lot. And I am going to learn a lot from this session. So just to talk about myself here. I am Srivatsan Sridharan, and I head marketing for Newforce and a few of its group companies. And today I will be the moderator for the session, and we will keep it in a very conversational tone, and we will get on with the session then. Newforce has been an eye-opener for me ever since I joined, because it's a very silent performer. It has actually shaped the life of hundreds of candidates ever since it was founded in the year 2015. It's strongly backed by technology. The entire recruitment process, it's very seamless. It has operations in 30+ countries, 19+ offices. We have headquarters and offices in very notable countries like UK, the Netherlands, Ireland, India. Very recently, we have opened our offices. You will soon hear about this in the form of a press release. Belgium, Italy, France, and a few more countries. And we're just adding countries month on month. We see an exponential growth. That's mainly because of the amazing team out there. We have 120+ employees, and we are hiring big time, and we are growing very fast. So Newforce, as I mentioned to you, has shaped hundreds of candidates' lives, and by helping them move on site from day one. So moving on to the next slide. Of course, Funny will come into picture when we discuss this slide, because he's very passionate about bridging the gap between the demand, the tech talent demand, and what's the supply. And as you can see from the slide, there is skills shortage across the world. and it's very much pronounced in the North American region and Europe. It is estimated according to various studies, right from the Big Four or McKinsey or any of the big consulting companies. You will notice that by 2023, from 2020 to 2030, in this decade, you will find over 6 million positions open in US alone. You will also have thousands of positions opening up in Canada, UK, Germany, and this is all related to tech jobs. When it is under the tech jobs, it's not limited to only cybersecurity. While I have highlighted cybersecurity jobs, you are going to get a huge demand. It's across multiple skill sets. So funny, do you have any views here? Am I missing anything here? Anything key highlights here? What is it you are hearing from our clients and candidates?
As you've just mentioned in the slide about cybersecurity jobs, there are other skills which are also in different technologies come up with different openings across the globe. So you have just given one specific example for the cybersecurity jobs. There are so many other skilled technology job roles available in the market. Just imagine, it's only cybersecurity is 3.5 million, and if you see other technologies like a number of technologies we have, so just imagine how many openings are coming up in this future.
Very true, Funny. Very true.
So definitely, it is very good in terms of the market in IT. Only, like I can see, only 3.5 million is this only for cybersecurity. And there are many other skills and technology-based jobs available in the job market.
Very true. Very true. Just to build on what Funny had mentioned, while the net demand is extremely high from the geographies that you see on the screen, there is global demand from other geographies as well. But net exporter, one of the geographies which is going to be a net exporter of talent, that is going to be India. So we will discuss more about this. Funny, in the coming slide, which actually the screen that you actually see, here we are talking about the major skill buckets. Would you be able to just help us understand what do you mean by skill bucket and what is the significance of this slide?
Skill bucket is a unique concept in Newforce Global Services. This you will not find in any other companies. This is it's a market demand skill based technologies. If you see today, the analyticals or analysis says since last 2-3 years, only I can say 80% of the market we are getting repeated skill-based jobs. I can say top 50 skills in the market, 80% of skills-based jobs are repeatedly coming. So Newforce has introduced a new concept called skill buckets. This what we do is we will analyze the skills since last 2-3 years. The top 30 skills we have analyzed, and we are preparing a buckets for each skill set. For example, in the slide it shows application and programming. So all the application and programming top 30 skills we have picked like Java, .NET, Python, and there are other skills also there in application and programming. So what we are doing is we are preparing our bench guys. So I'm sure that you might have aware that we have a unique concept called I category. So we are introducing this is a specialized category. I'm sure that you might have heard about it, but very few consultancies or companies like us in the market in India. So we are preparing it's a kind of reverse recruitment strategy.
Okay.
So in this, we are doing, we are preparing candidates who are, we are giving them a bench, or keeping them on bench, and if the position is available, then immediately we just make a one call to them, and we will share those profiles to our clients. So this is help to client hire a person immediately, and also they will have an immediate option to uh, you know uh, hire a person for them. So this is a
Okay.
unique concept,
Okay.
basically.
So funny, just to recap for the benefit of our audience. So let's say Srivatsan is an expert with in PHP with 5 to 10 years of experience.
Mhm.
You are saying that you will always be scouting the market for the best possible talent, and you will interact with the candidates and understand their interest in terms of whether they are interested to look at jobs from Europe, the on-site opportunities.
Of course,
That comes
of
under the I
course,
category. Okay,
yes,
that comes
yes.
under the I category, and you will automatically be, since you're constantly getting demand from our clients, you will propose after having discussions with the candidate like Srivatsan, you will go and then present the profile, have a discussion, set up the discussions, and take it forward. So it's a very proactive initiative that you and your team are working on, correct?
Exactly. This is a unique concept. It's a reverse recruitment strategy. We will take a bunch of our candidates' profiles and presenting in front of our client, and the client like them, and they will directly shortlist and one interview and close the profile and place them. That's it. So
Okay.
this is a completely skill bucket unique concept. So
Can I?
nowadays, yeah, go ahead, please. Yeah.
Okay. No, I'm sorry. I was very enthusiastic to ask this question. So, the opening slide we had said tech jobs in Europe, and
Mhm.
here we are talking about skill buckets for which are in demand across the globe. And let's say I'm very much interested to work in Austria. I'm just taking here Austria as an example.
Mhm.
Um, do you think you have presence in Austria or any other part of the Europe where you can place people, or is it only in limited geographies within Europe that you can actually place?
Uh, as we are growing, so we have definitely in different places entity we have. So definitely Austria is not a big challenge for us, and we're going to sponsor a visa.
Okay,
So that is something we can do it.
okay, okay. That's interesting. And I'm sorry, while you were talking about a particular point, I interrupted you. So would you like to complete that point, or should we move on to the next
Yeah,
slide?
sure. As you mentioned in the first slide, I mean, the before that about cyber security jobs.
Yeah.
If you see in our sixth slide, we have cyber security, skill bucket. See
Yes.
cyber skill bucket. You have different products from
Yes.
different companies. If you
Yeah.
say CyberArk is one of them, NetIQ, SAP IBM, Oracle IBM, Splunk. See, these are the technologies, cyber security technologies.
Okay.
Okay, and if cyber security itself is 3.6 million jobs you're able to
Yeah.
place in tune in the last coming years,
Yeah.
and imagine how many jobs will open in other skill buckets like enterprise services,
Very
ERP, and application. So definitely the market is very high times now.
excellent. Excellent. Good. So you thank you for painting a very good picture about tech jobs in Europe and what we can actually look forward to. That's an amazing thing. Um, just give me a second. Yeah. So funny, okay, before we go there, some of the skill buckets that we covered were programming, data and analytics, cloud
Yeah.
computing and digital technologies, cyber security, enterprise services, middleware, operating systems, ERP and agile technologies. And listeners, what you see on the screen is not the complete set. Basically, it covers a few buckets which are high in demand, but obviously we are working with many clients who have demand across multiple technologies, just like how Funny had mentioned. If cybersecurity alone can have so much of opening, obviously other technologies will provide us bigger opportunity for us to go after. Now, Funny, some of the while discussing about the I category and you were briefing about the skill set, you said visa sponsorship. Now, now, as I'm a new person, I have never heard about Newforce, and I'm meeting you for the first time, or I'm interacting with one of the recruiters. So, what is the significance of being IND registered, Netherlands registered? What does it mean, and how does it enable you to sponsor visas? Is there any connection between these two?
Newforce is a global company. As you know, in the first slide you have mentioned,
Yeah.
they have presence in different parts of Europe and Middle East and the US also. So, Europe is like mixed with 27 countries, this EU nations. So we are present, basically we are present in Netherlands, UK, Ireland, Belgium, and France. So many more countries are adding up here. We are opening our entity. Entity means is something like registered company in that specific location.
Yep.
So definitely, when once it is like a global company, we will have a license to sponsor the visas. So that is something we have an advantage edge there. So once it is like presence there, we can also sponsor a visa, and it is our one of the core business basically.
Got it. Got it. So I'm going to the third point, which is you are saying if a candidate gets selected by one of our clients in Europe, the person can start working there in Europe, and Newforce will sponsor the visa. Now, as a candidate, do I need to pay money to Newforce?
No, zero investment. We don't take money from anyone. It is this is what the other companies, when if we compare with Newforce, they don't even ask you to pay single rupee or single pound or single euro. So it is very much important point that Newforce will not charge for anything.
Okay. So listeners, this is a very important point which Funny is talking about. From Newforce, there will not be any fees that will be collected from you. Even if we are going to sponsor visa or any other paperwork, there will not be any fees. So that's the bottom line. So we know using our name, some of you might have gotten some spam mails or some notifications or something like that, because you will find scamsters to be around everywhere. So so please be cautious. As Funny, our delivery head clarified, there is no fee from the candidates, and we specialize in high-skilled migration. As a tech candidate, you can approach us, and without any fees, we will be able to tell you how to go about the entire process. Now,
of course, and if you have also anything questions, you can also reach to our nearest branch, so that our branch people will definitely help you wherever or across the globe. You can go and visit to our branch. We don't even take any fee for that.
Got it.
Our recruiters, our team will help you and guide you.
Got it. So you just to build on your point, Funny, while they come to the office or they have interactions via email or whatever modes that they actually choose, whichever mode they actually choose, it's all going to be through the Newforce in-house system. So that actually provides an optimal experience, as you have actually seen some of our candidates who have given us the thing. One last point here I would like to ask you, Funny, before we go on to the next slide.
It is a common thing. People whoever have these kind of doubts, it naturally comes. If I'm also there in your position, definitely I will also wanted to get a conference. I'll visit to your office.
Yeah,
Now, candidates, it's commonly they come to our office. It is very natural, so we don't, think anything. You can always come to us, and if for a good confidence, and you will definitely once you get a conference, you will also refer so many of your friends also for this.
excellent,
That is
excellent.
which is which is
That's an interesting point, Funny. So, listeners, just to build on what Funny had mentioned, there is a special scheme for people who actually refer. For example, if I am not in a position to go on site, but I know some of my friends are actually interested to pursue opportunities in Europe, and if you find an interesting opportunity in Newforce, you can register as a business partner, and you can start referring candidates. And for successful referrals, there are monetary benefits as well. For example, if I'm referring, if Funny is referring Srivatsan's profile and Funny is a registered business partner, candidate referral as part of the candidate referral program. Uh, if Srivatsan gets selected for the end client interview, like I have cleared many rounds and I'm attending the end client interview, Funny will get 100 US dollars. And subsequently, when Srivatsan gets placed with the candidate, and after some time, the Funny will get as a referral bonus up to 400 US dollars. So that's the benefit of networking. That's if you so that is a separate topic. We will go on to it. We will do a
no,
session separate.
I'm not only talking about the referrals. I'm talking for you to get the confidence. If you have anything that question in your mind about the company fraudulent and all, you can come always to our office anytime, so that we will try to help you and we can guide you in the right direction.
Got it. Got it. So one last point here, Funny, before we go on to the next slide. We spoke about hiring because of our global presence. We spoke about visa sponsorship because we are registered with IND.
Mm.
That is a point which I'm seeing on the slide, which is related to relocation.
Mm.
Now, are you telling me that if I get selected, you will book my flight tickets, my accommodation, you will take care of all those things?
Yes, of course. We always take care of a candidate end to end, because this is very much important to build a relation with the candidate. Newforce always trust the relation.
Okay.
Okay, and so the moment you got shortlisted from the client side, we will take the required documents, which is all about to process the visa. And once the visa is approval, if you got, you need to go to the embassy and give the biometric, and the stamping process will be there. So once it is finished, it will take 2 weeks of time to get, I think 1 week of time to get the visa. And from there, visa, if you want to receive it in your hand, so you have with your passport. And the next week itself, we'll book a flight ticket, and we also provide you an accommodation, which is for
Okay.
15 days, because it is very much important. The candidate shouldn't be worried about the moment once they reach to other country to find the accommodation. So
Yep.
initially, we are also going to provide a 15 days of accommodation for them in a hotel,
Okay.
and also we will also give you on-site medical insurance, so which
Okay.
is a mandatory there. So we
Okay.
provide this mandate insurance also. So these
Excellent.
are the basic steps we are going to take care.
Excellent.
So based on the other recommendations also, we will look into it and we'll provide other things.
Excellent. So, Funny, thanks for that. So, let's listen from one of our candidates whom we were able to actually place in Europe. Can we move on to his testimonial, please?
Yes.
Okay. A testimonial from Mr. Arnab Roy.
Hello everyone, myself Arnab Roy. I am working as a PEGA business architect in Newforce, and my client is TCS Netherlands. I have total 11 years of experience in IT. Out of that, 4 years as a developer and 7 years as a business analyst. Out of that, in last 3 years, I'm working as a PEGA lead business architect. Due to my tenure while working in Newforce, it was a very nice experience, and the work and roles and responsibilities I have been given, that is exactly as mentioned in the job description, what has been shared to me. During this total entire association with Newforce, I got full support from the Newforce executives while it's a visa immigration process to the mobility. It's not only they work me as a consultant or professional consultancy firm, the executives work with me like as a friend. Out of that, definitely I should name two person. They helped me a lot. Mukesh Dantani and Virat Nag. They help me in the situation where, like, maybe it is a weekend, maybe it is a holiday for them, but they pick up the call while we need them most. So coming to the work part, so far I can imply my full involvement, what have been like as expected by the client, and I will continue the good work with them. And so far, I will recommend Newforce for everyone for their global immigration success. Thank you. Best of luck. Stay blessed. Stay safe. Thanks. Bye.
Good. So funny, I think what you had mentioned earlier, Mr. Arnab had been able to summarize.
Yeah,
Why?
Arnab is one among our hundreds of candidates, and
Yeah.
if you see, there's so many other testimonials also. If I can provide you, there are hundreds of candidates who are very happy with the services from Newforce. He's one among them, which is very nice video.
Excellent. Very happy. Kudos to your team, Funny, and my colleagues who have been part of this. Because most often, as you had mentioned, Funny, and as Mr. Arnab had also spoken, we get into a new geography with a lot of doubts. There are a lot of questions. What do we do once I land? What happens? So hand holding is extremely important, and I'm very happy to see that your team is actually doing an amazing job. So um, uh, kudos there. So as you can see from the screen, Funny, in terms of the process. So first, I need to apply through the Newforce portal. It can be our mobile app or it can be the web portal, but I just need to sign in just like any other job board. You need to sign in and then apply. And then there is a one keyword which is mentioned, RTR process. What is it actually?
The step-by-step process. This is completely how we operate. The process. This is something like once you applied or you send your CV to us, and our team will approach you and explain you the job, and they have their own specific questionnaire. So if they everything they evaluate after that your experience, and based on that, and everything is okay, like in terms of role and position, where it is, and relocation and other questions. If everything is fine for both sides, then what they're going to send is RTR. RTR is right to represent.
Okay.
So that right to represent is a mandatory, that we follow this. And because of if you are giving an officially authorized to us to put forward your CV to a client. So it means, like, we also forward this RTR to the client, that how much the candidate is interested to proceed to further levels. So we will attach your RTR to our client as well. And after that, once you've got shortlisted, we will schedule an interview and make sure the both parties are available, you yourself and the client. And from there, we proceed for further steps. And the candidate, once is if they are able to clear all the two rounds, then we are going to start processing this onboard process.
Okay. Okay. I know we are all living in this COVID world, and I hope all our listeners are actually safe and sound. Um, when it comes to scheduling an interview, it's going to be, for now, it is at least going to be, or it has always been only virtual, right?
Maximum virtual.
Okay.
Maximum virtual.
Okay.
Because for I category, what we it is a unique, as I said, unique concept in Newforce. So for all this I category roles, we also only take on Skype calls,
Yep.
or not Skype. Mostly we will do Teams meeting.
Okay. Microsoft Teams. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Of course, there will be complete hand holding in terms of the steps to attend the interview and what kind of job descriptions and other things and all. So that's good. And once I accept the offer, that's when you had mentioned about booking the flight ticket to ensuring that the documentation and the logistics parts are taken care of. And after the person lands in the designated location, the joining formalities will be smoothly transition, and that's how it operates, correct?
Yes.
Okay, good. But audience, the first step is always going to the Newforce portal and registering yourself out there. You will find a lot of jobs from Europe and other countries as well. But since the topic of the discussion is around Europe, we'll stick to that. And please do apply. Just to reiterate, Funny, please do add your points wherever you feel it's required. The one option I have is I can go to Newforce portal and then I can register. I can apply for jobs, and then I can track my status out there, just like any other job portal. And then I can send my profiles to you, to you in the sense that to your team, experts at newforceltd.com.
Exactly.
And your team is more than happy to people who walk into the office, our Hyderabad and Mumbai offices. And you can even request for a virtual meeting as well. And you can have discussions with our consultants who can actually have a discussion with the candidates. Am I correct here?
Yeah, we have an a recruitment team experts, so they will help you to find the right job for you.
Excellent. Excellent. So here, a team you will find our addresses and our email address as well. Those who are in India, if you are in Mumbai or in Hyderabad, you can always come to our office. Of course, please do follow the COVID protocols depending on the location and what the government rules say, and we can meet safely. Of course, those who are in UK or in Netherlands, certainly you can actually catch up there as well. We have our offices there. That's all. Funny. Any closing comments out there?
Well, apply for the job opportunities wherever that you find and about the Newforce, so that our team will approach you and they will help you to find the right opportunities for you. And anytime, any questions, you can always reach on us emails, or you can also call us, so that our team experts will speak to you and help you to find to fulfill your dreams. Basically, I today every IT aspirant, I'm sure that they wanted to work at least once in their lifetime, so we can fulfill your dream. That is what the bottom line I can say.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you very much, Funny. To all the listeners, this is, as I started the session, this is a new series that we have started. This is an education series where we try to decimate the information that we have, the knowledge we have about the tech jobs across many geographies. And today's session covered Europe as a geography. while uploading this video, we will also give the coordinates out there in the description, wherever you actually see this video. Whether it is on LinkedIn or on YouTube, you will find the details out there. You can send your resumes, apply to our mobile app or through our website. So just like how we were able to shape the lives of hundreds of candidates, we hope and pray that we will be able to positively influence your life as well, and then enable you to have your dream job in Europe, an amazing tech career out there with Newforce. So thanks, Funny, for making the time. That's a very good investment on your behalf. Thank you very much. Take care.
Thank you very much for your time as well, and thank you for discussing these important points about our Newforce. Thank you.